universe. 6 to name Karsh Yuna. We have $6 from the magical Quevor, saying, "Nope, button mash has to be with Sweetie Belle.
Yep.
The fanon must be observed."
Why didn't you die?
Sorry, I'll
Bad
try
damage
harder
roll.
next time. We have $30 from Anonymous. We have a $30 anonymous donation saying, "I was planning on getting a good night's sleep since I work tomorrow morning. Then I found out about Crystals for Life and saw that you guys were running one of my favorite RPGs of all time for the next 9 hours. Sleep is overrated. Also, save Sid." We have $50 from Aristotrix saying, "Time cat attack."
Muscle memory.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
just muscle
pal,
memory.
to,
So once you've entered an area, you can just run through it on the world map. I don't know, it's just that speedrunning thing you get used to just mashing confirm.
Pierre cut off now?
Yeah, Pierre needs to be cut off.
It's still tied. I just refreshed and looked, and it is still tied.
It's still tied?
Well,
Still tied.
Runner's choice.
Runners,
Clown or asterisk?
clown or asterisk?
Yeah.
Somebody flip a coin. I don't want to choose.
Coin me. Okay. The bear is heads. The queen is tails.
That's backwards.
I don't care.
You didn't specify which one was going to be which name.
Well, we haven't seen
Well,
the coin
Yeah,
yet.
so we have...
Nor do I know where the coin
Okay,
went.
so we'll say.
You just lost
Clown is-
You
$2.
just lost him $2.
No. Stop. The clown
Okay.
is heads. Asterisk is tails. Is that fair?
But you reversed heads and tails. Can we just let Pox flip?
So I just have to explain Meta Sigma here. Or explain this to
Why do you
Meta
have to
Sigma.
explain me?
Help us Americans out here.
So
That's a
the
tool.
queen's head was tails to you?
I just said what was on it. I didn't look. Why are you hurting me?
Welcome
I
to
feel,
Chrono
my
Cross.
feels
Can you help me out here, Poxthorn, and flip a coin competently?
Oh.
Yeah, and hopefully not lose me out $2 in the process.
I think it might be under the counter.
No, he's
was
got
right
it.
there.
I have it. I
We'll
have
legit
the
found
same
it.
side up that it landed originally.
Okay.
I'll just let
Okay, let him. Okay.
hand it to Ryan.
Here, let me give you
No,
a
no, 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 no.
let me give you a nickel
No,
instead.
stop.
Okay, this is a Canadian toonie. Heads, which is the queen's head, is asterisk. Tails, which is the bear's butt, is clowns. It's heads, so asterisks.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you,
Magic.
official coin flipper.
You're not running off with my $2 now, are you?
He just walks off. This is my pay for dealing with this.
See, in
So,
America,
Roken,
this
how
is
are you doing?
25 cents,
Doing all
okay?
right.
All right. How's the run going so far?
It's pretty butts so far. Yeah, this run has been pretty butts so
Yeah.
far.
Okay.
That is my official assessment.
That is an
Everyone is
accurate
blaming me
description.
now. So.
Yeah.
that
Well,
sounds
it's your
not
fault.
normal. Oh, it was not my fault.
You're the one that was encouraging us to blame you for everything in the practice
know.
room.
Okay, that's true. Get back to your speed run, Relkun.
So I'm going to go pick up the Profiteer's Purse, which is all around a pretty useless item. The only thing it does when you equip it is that it increases the amount of gold you get from killing enemies, but gold is not really a shortage in this game. If you're playing this casually, you'll be fighting way more encounters than I am, and you'll have tons of money. Especially if you're picking up all the chests. A lot of things sell for a lot of money if you're just
Greed is
picking up
good.
chests and you don't need them. But this is more important because the way you forge and create weapons in this game means that you need materials to make them, and you can disassemble certain things to get materials back. The Profiteer's Purse can be disassembled for 3 iron, which allows me to get to a tier of weapons I should not be able to forge right now.
Usually iron takes a while to get unless you get a lucky drop from the manor.
Well, I don't want that drop because
Yeah.
the lucky drop you're talking about is Marcy giving me iron instead of an ice blast.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying that's usually the way you can get it, but
So I'm going to get the Steel Swallow and an Iron Dagger for Surgeon Kid. And then she asks us, hey, do you have any iron? Because she was totally paying attention. I'm going to steal her tablets because I had to use some tablets and it might make me low. And it's an RPG, so stealing things from your party members is totally the way to go.
We learned it
So
by
this is
watching
Pierre.
Kingdom Hearts.
In Turbina, you have 3 different ways of getting into the manor. We go with Pierre because his is you walk straight up to the manor gate. That's it. Every one of the routes you can go through the manor will involve a boss fight. There's 2 fights in Pierre's, but it's just a normal guard fight and then a pretty quick boss. But since you don't have to do anything else, you just have to walk up to the gate to get in. 8 is by far the fastest. And none of the guides are really useful in the speed run, so we don't have to like worry about, well, I want this one to do something later on. Their purpose is really just to get you in the manor and complete the story.
Obligatory, how on earth did Pierre get the hero's medal?
Well, actually, Pierre is a pretty horrible character, but if you get him all 3 of the hero items, the hero's medal, the hero's sword, and the hero's shield, it unlocks his level 7 tech, but it also gives him a pretty huge boost in stats. So Pierre's name was what again? Can you spell that for me?
So what you're saying is Pierre sucks and the only way he gets better is by dumping loot on him.
Pretty much, yeah.
He's a loot monger.
Good character.
Pierre also comes in useful because there's a scripted event coming up where the enemy is going to kill one of your party members, but you can manipulate which one will die every time, so I just make him kill Pierre every time.
Pierre has a use.
You are so cruel in this game.
Oh yeah, we're so mean.
He deserves it. He gets what he deserves.
Next name, by the way.
Next name isn't for a little bit, it will be Glenn,
Oh, we love Glenn.
but it's quite a ways away. Glenn is a hero in this run, and you have quite a bit of time to donate for him, so yeah. If you want to have someone who's going to make a huge effect on the run, it's going to be Glenn.
When you say quite a bit of time, how many hours?
How many hours?
Oh, no.
No, not that. It's like half an hour away.
Oh, really? Was it that soon?
Yeah.
Well, better get those donations in.
And currently, the leader for Glenn's name is Eridan at $40, and the next up is Frog at $16.
For a while, we had Glenn as Frog and Frog as Glenn, leading both Chrono Cross and Chrono Trigger.
Yeah.
I was really hoping for that, but
Well, it can
it
still
is
change.
up to the donors.
This is a different Glenn because in Chrono Cross, chronologically, Chrono Cross takes place in the same world as Chrono Trigger, but it's in a little archipelago of islands that you never visit in the main game, and it is 20 years after the conclusion of Chrono Trigger. So by the storyline, it's not the same Glenn, because Frog is from 600 AD and died ages ago.
Did they ever say if this is like, if Glenn is one of his,
No, they never really
There's
specified.
there's not really a direct connection between any of the 44 characters in this game and the
There
characters
are.
in- Oh,
Kid
no,
was
that's very
at
true, actually.
Luca opened up an orphanage in the time in between from her house, and Kid was one of the orphans. Luca's actually dead right now in the official lore of this game because the main bad guy that you'll meet later on burned the orphanage down, and Luca got trapped inside trying to save the kids. Got another strength up.
dude,
This
go
is
button mash.
Pretty
I
positive
mean,
so far.
Sorry, I called it button mash. I feel it. I feel the pain.
It's fine. So you hit select twice to put Pierre in front, and that will make Ketchup, who's amazing by the way, just punch him in the face. And the best part is that this is a scripted event, but he can miss. And if he misses, he just keeps punching until he hits. I think my record was 5 misses in a row. It's pretty bad if that happens, but the more times he tries to hit, the higher the damage goes when he does. I think I've seen him do 800 damage to Pierre before.
Wow.
He obliterated him. He didn't just kill him, he obliterated him.
Poor Pierre.
That's why he's an ass.
Tomato! Sauce!
Oh man, so much sauce.
Tomato! Oh, that's the wrong target. There we go. Surge.
And the interrupt.
He always misses. No, he targeted Kid, so it doesn't reset his stamina or accuracy. And then we get another tutorial here because Salt is amazing and he decides to revive the person that Ketchup just punched in the face. I guess it's because normally in a playthrough you would have Surge in front and be like, wait, he just killed Surge, what the hell? Yeah. So, sauce. It's required that you act that out, by the way. So, once you do a target amount of damage to Ketchup, he will use an attack called Flame Knock, which will knock out Salt and Pepper at the same time. So,
It's a great
they're
animation.
not the smartest. Oh, bite. Oh, he missed. Okay. Oh, second chance? Okay. Wow, Pierre is a survivor today. Usually he dies horribly in this fight. There's several forced encounters coming up, and I don't bother to heal Pierre because he only needs to survive one of them. So he's actually doing pretty well so far. Oh, we missed too many times. So now Pepper's casting Strengthen. I should be able to get in before. Oh wow, I have to hit him with Pierre. That is unfortunate. Come on. That'll be hilarious if Pierre triggered it. Oh, he did!
Oh my gosh.
All
Pierre,
4 of his
please.
damage.
And you keep letting Pierre die? I mean, look at...
That was a fierce attack that did 4 damage. Okay.
Wow. That is truly a Pierre please moment.
This attack is amazing.
Dude.
The animations
Please
are
hit
so
Pierre,
good.
please hit Pierre! Oh!
Sergey.
Ow.
Sergey isn't dead, but
Ouch.
It was painful.
you just see Salt just fall over.
If that happens, in an interesting way, there's a situation where Salt will cue an attack right at the same time that Flame Knock goes off. So Salt will walk back, and then instead of falling down immediately, he'll walk up, attack someone, and then fall over.
That's too good. Everyone's cheering for Pierre.
Aww. Look at that
Look how
face.
sad he
Aw,
is.
That's sad.
Ketchup's so sad.
Dude,
No.
look at him. Look at him. He's like, my life is forfeit.
I love his French mustache.
Yeah.
It's so great.
It's dude.
All right, can we keep it going?
Yes.
You know what I'm referring to, right? Strength up.
Dude.
Oh, man.
So these strength ups are random, and we've had some above average luck so far. I'll leave it at that. All right, we get to see the moons, because yes, in this world there are more than one moon. So basically they kind of decide, well, the only time you see the moon in Chrono Trigger is at Magus's castle. And just because you only saw one moon in that scene doesn't mean there isn't more than one.
Yeah.
So there are multiple moons in Chrono Cross, and that's going to be important later on. Also, that's the Deus Ex dragon. That's what I call him.
What's his real name?
He's the Sky Dragon.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
I fight these guys now because I'm going to have to fight them no matter what, and I'm going to trip back through here to go through the door. Sometimes if the other guard sees you, then you're running away from that guard, get forced into this fight, and then he'll catch you because of it. So it's just much safer to fight them now. Kid, please. You deserve to get smacked in the face for that, kid. Now, don't do it again. He's not going to die from the Magma Bomb because she missed. It's just lovely. So we have to fight a couple of these guard fights to progress through the manor. But you'll see that Surge is doing a lot of damage because he has the steel weapons.
And he's getting strength.
His strength is
And
really...
his strength is pretty high, yeah. Like, so normally they wouldn't die in 2 attacks like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
Six
6
damage.
damage! Pierre is on his
MVP.
game today. Those were fierce attacks, and I've been attacking with medium attacks with Surge, so that gives you an idea of Pierre's buttness.
Pierre for
Truly.
MVP.
Truly the strongest character
Pierre's-
in the
Pierre
universe.
for MVP. I agree with the chat.
He is a hero.
So just a reminder, the music in this game is amazing.
Yeah.
There's a soundtrack for this game sitting right there. You can win that by donating during this run. That is kind of distracting.
I was thinking, yeah, like, can you see
Alright,
the
so
TV?
we're coming up on the Feed the Dragons minigame, which was donated for. Basically, you have to feed 100 dragons, and every time you miss a dragon, they get slightly angry, and if they get too angry, you lose. 100 is somewhat difficult if you try to do it legit. You try to do it the way they intend. So most people wound up trying to do it when New Game Plus with the time shifter, which lets you slow down time. I'm going to do it a little bit different, and Pierre walks to the wrong spot, and he's going to get stuck. I do need to do the Feed the Dragons for 10 first, because I need the knee pad. I need to disassemble that for a leather, so that I can make the steel sword, the iron sword for Glenn. So I need to do 10 first, and then I will do 100 afterwards. Oh.
And speaking of donors, is now a good time to announce some?
Sure.
All
I'll be in
right.
serious time during 100, but...
Okay, so serious during 100, gotcha. All right, so we have a $10 donation from Jeannot, who writes $5 for Melissa as Riddle and $10 for Rydia as Starkey. We have a $5 anonymous donation with no comment. A $30 donation from Sarah Breen, thank you very much. And it's serious time.
He suffered a heart attack at 99. That's what the guy tells you. So the way you do this is you don't try to do it the way they intend you to, and you just go back and forth. The reason why is every time you miss a dragon and they start to get upset, they start getting hungry more often. So the first time you miss a dragon, it becomes exponentially more difficult because you will start missing them again because they're going to start getting hungry faster. So you want to go as long as possible without missing a dragon. And this does require some pretty good mashing. If you do it a little bit too slow or too fast, then it actually, as you can see, I didn't pick up all 3 of the bales, then you kind of miss the rhythm. So this is a little bit harder than it looks. Chrono Cross has a lot of stuff like that where even in menus there's a little bit of an animation lock, and if you try to do your inputs too fast, it'll just eat one of the inputs. So I'm mashing the X button really fast, but I'm mashing the directions a little bit slower, which is really weird to do. It took a lot of practice for me to get used to doing that. Make it!
Oh!
So like I said, I want to go as long as possible without missing one, because that will keep the difficulty pretty low. Again, okay.
Oh my gosh.
We're doing pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
Usually I've missed one by now. Please? Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine, though. We're pretty late. Like I said, I usually miss a few, but I just want to make sure that it's pretty late before I miss one. This guy, he's just been barely...
What?
Yeah, that one was kind of bullcrap. 2 more. And that's feeding 100 dragons.
Yay. And you didn't suffer a
Only
heart
missed
attack.
2.
Congratulations.
My thumb's tired.
All right, speed run over. Good job.
You can go back to donations now.
Alrighty. We have a $13 donation from Jared Miri Smith, who says, name Riddle Bryce. And finally, we have a $5 donation from Captain K, saying, well, the troops are rallying here, saying $5 towards naming Glenn Eridan.
Ooh. Oh, open, please! Oh, so the doors in this game are really trolly. If you're not standing on the exact precise spot, it won't open.
Yeah, those doors.
I even did it the safe way. I started walking and he didn't open it. So we have to run away and hope we can lose this guy long enough for him to turn around so we can open the door.
You gotta, it's like dodging back and forth in front of a door in Pokemon.
Yeah.
Gotta adjust to the right pixel.
I
And the door was already
had
open.
already
Oh my
triggered the
goodness.
door when he got into a fight with me. Nice.
Oh my god.
So this one, I get asked this a lot on my stream. People ask me why I don't try to guess the combination, and it's because at this point in the game, the memory has no correct value set. The correct value isn't set until you trigger Glennon, who writes on the wall. So at that point, every single combination is wrong. So there's no point in trying to guess it because it would not only take time to select the guess, but every time you guess, you have to turn the statue and wait for the animation. So I just want to get it wrong as fast as possible and get dropped into the cage, which involves just mashing 0, 0.
5 and 8.
Oh yeah, so I'm going to get a 2-number combination here, which is how many times I need to spin the statue to unlock the door. Each number is 1 through 9, so low numbers are good, high numbers are bad. Try and guess.
37 I'm gonna do.
You mean 3-7.
Yep, 3-7.
I call 5-8.
5-8, meta.
1-6.
Ooh.
The best I've ever gotten is 1-4, and the worst I've ever gotten is 8-9 several times.
Never got a 9-9.
So I'm expecting 9-9 because marathon
Yeah.
luck.
No, I think you're gonna get like something crazy good for what you've already added into your roll.
Okay, if this hits,
He's getting the strength up
then you
for
should
that.
die. Oh.
Ah, close. He doesn't have that many strength ups.
Thanks.
Oh, kid.
Yeah, the Pierre kill.
Pierre for MVP.
Dude, he's the hero.
Wow.
He is the hero.
He is.
I don't know why anyone ever doubted him.
You mean you? Asking
That's
why he
correct.
has the hero medal?
That's correct.
Yeah.
I don't know why I ever doubted him.
Oh my god.
Oh, right, because he's terrible.
Alright, so there's an item in here that you need to pick up if you pick Guile. You need to steal the Dragoon's Honor from the mansion. It's a really good item, so I'm going to pick it up anyway. It gives a bonus to my strength, accuracy, and my magic. I don't really care about the magic so much, but it's +2 strength, which is the second best that I can get right now. I will actually have this item and the gauntlet that I'm picking up in the mansion as well equipped on somebody all the way until the end of the game. That's how good it is. So getting it this early is actually really nice. You also notice that I've been detouring to pick up some turn elements. That's because there's a shopping trip coming up where the money, depending on my luck, can be extremely tight, and each of those costs 100 gold. So picking them up with these short detours means that I might not have to fight an extra random encounter to get enough money to buy those. Also, this revive is just necessary because you're never going to have a run where somebody doesn't die. So here we go, moment of truth. 5-4.
It's pretty good.
That's actually
Average.
pretty average
Yeah.
by definition.
Could have been 9-9, Rail. That is what I
Yes,
meant.
that is correct. It is good for a marathon. I thought I talked to him. I talked to him. So the answer here is to not say anything. It's actually a cool solution for like a password in an RPG. It's a nice mix-up. In order to get through, you don't say anything. Right, so I'm going to pick up the bronze sword and the bronze armor. I'm going to equip the bronze armor. Well, actually I have an iron vest because the feed the dragons. So I'm going to equip the iron vest, and then I'm going to sell the bronze sword for extra money later on. And while I'm equipping the iron vest that I suddenly have because of the marathon, we are going to equip that Dragoon's Honor at the same time.
Suddenly it turns out Iron Vest strats are faster.
No.
And you have to do 100 feeding every time.
I just equipped red and blue instead of red and yellow, didn't I?
I didn't look closely enough.
I think I did.
I saw Electrojolt, if that's what you're talking of.
No, usually I cast a turn yellow on Surge here, but I think I equipped red and blue instead of red
Oh.
and yellow.
You always run away.
No, it's not worth running away. It would take too much time. Because Lucia, not Luca, and it is definitely not Luca in disguise. Luca is very dead. Lucia says text if you run away. So I'd have to wait through her text, go into the menu, wait for her text again when I go back into the battle. It's just not worth it. It's a very minor time save. But I pick up the turn yellow anyway since I'm going to need it later on and I don't want to buy it. So it's not just for this fight.
Finish them.
I don't even understand why this is considered a boss. These are a random encounter and the enemy that you can get in the area you go to if you pick up Nikki. So I believe I have turn yellow equipped, but or turn blue equipped, but we're gonna check.
In before Pierre MVP.
Nice
Yeah,
turn order there.
turn red. I didn't even equip the second one. Okay, that's different. Do not attack Surge. I would really like to hit this fierce attack. 94%. Okay, we hit. I'm shocked actually.
94% equals 0%.
No, 99% is 0%. I was going to explain something and then I forgot what it was because I got distracted. Thanks.
Kid.
Thanks. She missed twice and now I can't cast the element I wanted to cast because she doesn't have enough element levels. So this guy would be dead at them if I had turned yellow.
97% equals 0%.
Kid finally coming through, but too late.
I'm far, far too late. So this is opposing color of him, and it's a level 2 element, which we don't get many of at this point, and the ones we do are not single target elements, so they do less damage. So that one is pretty good. Oh my god! I'm doing the safe strategy right now with my attacks by going with 2-2-3, which increases my statistical chance of landing attacks. And I'm just missing them all. It's incredible. So we're just gonna dash and slash this guy because he's a jerk.
Oh my gosh.
Like, we're just gonna cut our losses and assume we're gonna miss again. That was amazingly troll. Please give me the strength up to make up for that. It's not gonna happen, but I can hope.
Oh! Wow. What is this marathon?
I'll take it.
Hey man, don't complain about that.
I'm not complaining.
Take it.
Okay, maybe we'll take this opportunity to read another donation. We have $10 from Chrono, again, $5 for naming Melissa Riddell, and $5 for naming Rydia Starkey. We also
now
have
who's
2
forgetting to mark
anonymous
things red?
donations, one for $25 and one for $10. Thank you very much for those.
It's really important that I don't run along the carpets in here, because if you run along the carpets, the little enemies will drop down from the ceiling. Alright, so this is my favorite part of the mansion. There are multiple FAQs about this game that'll tell you that you cannot get this chest right now because Karsh is preventing me from opening it. But if you talk to the chest 20 times, he'll give up and let you have it.
That's 7 times. Now.
8
That's
times.
8 times now.
Yeah, they
9,
gave up
yeah.
trying to come up with different things for him to say, so he just starts counting. So the people who wrote the FAQs gave up, but this is actually even better than the other accessory I picked up. It gives +3 strength, which is the second best strength accessory in the game. I can get multiples of them, but it's the second best type. So yeah, there we go. We got a Dragoon Gauntlet.
I just love how completely nonsensical it is that he just lets you have the chest
Yeah.
after you try enough times.
I mean, he
to
should
open
get
it.
up and slap you, but
Or basically demote you to back scrubbing
he's one of the devas.
Yeah, he
It was
can mess.
5-4, right?
He can mess
Yes,
you up.
5-4.
It was, in fact, 5.
5 is so bad. It takes forever to select.
Yeah, it's right
It's
in the
right
center.
in the middle. But look, every number it has to spin the statue one time, so that's why high numbers are really bad.
9-9 wastes how much time compared to 1-1?
Too much.
Many seconds.
But it's not compared to 1-1 because I've never gotten 1-1.
Many
Sure.
frames are
The
lost.
segmented run gave up on getting 1-1, okay? I'm not even sure if it's possible because I've never gotten 9-9 either.
But you said
Sounds
your
like
best
you need a
was
tasser
1-6.
to help you out.
My best was
1-4.
1-4, my worst was 8-9. So if they did program it to not be the statistical worst, then it would be 1-2 and 8-9. But I don't know if it's possible or not. So this is Marcy. I need to fight her in a particular way so that she doesn't get a turn while in critical HP. The problem is I have a lot of strength, and that's going to be really difficult because it's only going to take a couple hits for her to go into critical HP. When she goes into critical HP, she will cast an Ice Blast, and then if the target is not dead, she will cast another one.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much guaranteed to kill someone. And this is one of the first moments of the game to troll me really, really hard with a rare drop. The common drop is getting an Ice Blast, which is a level 4 element, which is absurd for this point in the game. Absolutely absurd. I'm getting rid of this pillow. It's
Give it to
annoying.
me. Okay.
Get rid of the missile.
Get rid of the missile. Yes. I already took care of it earlier.
This one was the missile.
That was the missile? I thought this was the missile.
That was the dud
Well,
missile. That's
so
the real missile.
it's a level 4 element. It's the common drop from this fight. The rare drop from this fight is an iron, because iron is supposed to be difficult to get at this point. But I have 3 iron, and I don't need it.
You know what's more difficult to get than iron right now? Level 4 elements.
Yeah. So I would really prefer the Ice Blast, and it is the common drop. I do have backup strats if I don't get it. It's just, I'm fully anticipating the iron because it's a marathon.
Given all the strength ups you're getting.
There is a boss coming up that I need to save beforehand, because if he
Yeah.
gives me the rare drop, I have to reset. Like, no ifs, ands, or buts about
Yeah.
it. And that will require like a 30-second, 45-second backtrack to save. It's pretty bad.
If you get it, I'm calling MV luck right away.
Yeah.
I mean, that's That's the black
It's one of
ball.
the few safety saves I need to make for this run, because this run I don't need to make a whole lot of safety saves because I can run away from every fight. I should probably save more often in case of catastrophic power outage and or fire alarm, but so just remind me to save every now and then.
Save every now and then.
Thanks, Ryan.
Hooligan.